We're going to look at our phonics. Our new theme is making melody, and it kind of goes along with our book because our book that we're reading deals with music and songs, and that is the same thing for our phonics. We're going to be looking at a lesson called A Song for Children. We'll be doing some phonics, but I'd like to read this story to you to introduce the theme. And the theme is Jesus Loves Me. And we've had that in one of our stories. That even in our Bible study, we learned about how Jesus loves the little children, and in the stories that we've been reading in our book. Okay, so I want you to listen to this story called Jesus Loves Me. I'm going to read a story to you that is actually a true story, and it's how the song Jesus Loves Me came to be. That song, we've only sung one verse, but there are many, many verses, but we will play a few of them for you. But I want you to hear how this song came to be. Anna and Susan Warner were two Christian ladies who loved to tell others about Jesus. One of the ways they did this was by writing books for children. These books were not much like children's books of today. They were very long, sometimes as long as 1,000 pages. Adults as well as children read the Warner sisters' books, and many learned about Jesus through them. One of their best books was about a little boy named Johnny. Johnny had been sick nearly all his life, and the doctors did not think Johnny could live much longer because they had no medicine that would heal them. One evening, Johnny's Sunday school teacher, Mr. Linden, came to visit him. With Mr. Lindeman came Faith, another of Johnny's friends. The three of them talked and read the Bible and prayed, but Johnny did not get any better. Finally, Johnny asked Mr. Linden to pick him up and carry him around the room. As Mr. Linden held Johnny and paced back and forth, Mr. Linden sang a song, which we will play to you. After Mr. Linden sang this song, he laid Johnny back on the bed and read some verses about heaven from the Bible. Later that evening, little Johnny went home to be with Jesus, where he would have a new body that would never be sick again. The next year, a composer is a writer, whose name was William B. Bradbury, found in the Warner's book the words to the song Mr. Linden had sung to Johnny. He added music and a chorus to it. And soon the song Jesus Loves Me became very well known. It was sung so much that it was translated into many other languages and sung all over the world. It is still a favorite of children and adults everywhere. Okay? Now I just want to ask you a few questions. How did the Warner sisters tell others about Jesus? What did they do? They wrote books, yes. Okay. Were the children the only ones who liked the Warner sisters' books? No, everybody did. Okay. They were very long, but adults as well as children read the sisters' books, and many learned about Jesus through them. Okay. In the story, how did Mr. Linden happen to sing the song Jesus Loves Me to Johnny? Well, Johnny had asked him to pick him up and carry him around the room, and Mr. Linden sang as he did so. Okay, why do you think Mr. Linden read verses to Johnny about heaven? Because they both knew that Johnny would soon be meeting Jesus in heaven. Okay, what special thing did Johnny have to look forward to in heaven? Yes, that he would have a new body that would never be sick again. Okay? And of course, what part of the song, Jesus Loves Me, did William Bradbury write? He wrote the tune and he wrote the chorus. So maybe these words will help you when you sing the song, Jesus Loves Me, because you know that there are other verses to it and will make you feel good. All right, now we're going to review the oi sound, the OU. Remember the letter that you're supposed to write. This is yesterday's date. If you haven't written it, you will have to put today's date on it, which would be the 14th. Now remember, I wrote a letter to my granddaughter. I wrote, Dear Gabby, make sure you have capitals and a comma. And this is your first sentence. We have been learning about the circus. Of course, we're finished with it. So you write some things about the circus. Look at your phonics pages and then sign it love or kisses, comma, capital, capital. Now you could write to anybody you wish, but remember to put capital is an uppercase letter. Okay, I'm going to erase this. Okay, now we're going to be looking at the sound. Okay, and we're going to look at the O-I, oi, oi. Okay, and we're going to look at the contractions. Well, we'll do that in just a minute. Okay, who can give me some words that have the O-I sound? When you heat up water and it starts to bubble, we say that the water, Miss Pam.
Boils.
Boils, or it's boiling. Okay, what, another word for dirt? You, Benjamin, over there. Soil. Okay, if you are a king, Mariah, you are what? Let's look over here. If you are a king or a queen or a prince or a princess, you are royal. We also have a boy's name named Roy. Okay, another kind of bean that we can use to make flour, it's soy, the soybean. What about another word under the oi sound? Can you think of anything else? Okay, how about rejoice? Notice the soft S sound in the C. Okay. Let's see. How about the ow sound? Ow. As in mouth. When you look at directions, you have north and you have south. How about a fish? A fish called a trout. Okay, notice all of these strange vowel sounds with the O. O-I, O-Y, O-U. Okay, now we're going to remind you about the contractions. Remember, cannot is can't. Some of you have that for our spelling words. All right, didn't. Isn't. We have others. She's. Or she is. Okay, and then you could have he's. Or he is. There is so much to learn, so much to learn. Okay. All right, now what you're going to be doing is you're going to be doing workbook pages. Actually, there's only one workbook page because the other is the introduction, and that is page 234. Now, I have put more phonics pages and more math pages in a crate at the church by the reception desk near the ProCare sign-in. If your parents get a chance to pick it up, and anything that's in your folder, take it home, because that work can be used during the summer months before you start second grade. There's some math, phonics, and whatever else is there. You take it home, okay? Because I don't want it wasted. And you also will have book F, because we will not be able to finish the books for this year. But it's okay, you boys and girls are doing super duper. You are learning so much that I am overwhelmed at how much you are learning in first grade. I was telling Miss Pam that looking at these stories and the vocabulary that you have, I didn't read stories like this until the third grade. And here you are getting ready for second grade. So you just keep it up during the summer. Enjoy book F. There's a lot of neat stories because the topic is about treasures. A lot of neat stories in it.